Hi, my name is Emily. I'm so excited you decided to join me today. I'm really excited to teach you this arrangement of I Am a Child of God, and I think you'll really love it. I really love this piece because it has lots of cross-hand arpeggios, which we'll go over, which are really fun to play and also exciting to watch. We also have a lot of 1, 4 chords and 5 chords, and we are going to be exploring all around the keyboard too. If you haven't had a chance to, please pause the video and listen to the recording of I Am a Child of God. And you can find that in my video library. So please listen to I Am a Child of God, this arrangement, a few times before we try to do our lesson. So again, pause and come back if you haven't done that. All right, so we'll go ahead and move on to learning this piece. All right, so we're here ready to learn our new piece, I Am a Child of God. Before you begin, I would suggest getting something to write with and something to highlight with as well. You might also want to consider getting some sticky notes to note things in the piece that stand out to you or parts you want to practice. So we'll go ahead and begin at the beginning, the introduction of the piece. And I want you to go ahead and get in the C5 finger scale position. So typically we go right here for the C5 finger scale position, the ones that line up right with our belly button, right in the middle of the piano. This time though, I'm going to have you go up an octave and play it right up here. So what we're doing here at the beginning is an arpeggio. So instead of playing the chord blocked, we're going to break it. Excuse me. So it'll look something like this. Left, right, cross. Okay, why don't you try? Great, so you have that, left, right, cross. Now the next one is going to be just like that one, except with one slight difference. Your pinky is going to go down to this B flat, and I would change my fingering to 5, 2, 1. Instead of 5, 3, 1, we're going to do 5, 2, 1. See how that looks just like this? But it's a slight difference. We have a B flat now. You might want to try practicing that a few times before we move on. So C, and then B flat. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to shift our hands to new 5-finger scale position. Now we're going to be in A 5-finger scale position. And in the same idea, left, right hand or left hand's going to cross over, and then we're going to come back down with that same position. So I'll do it again. Left, right, cross, then down. Let's do it again. Try practicing that a few times. You can pause the video, of course, and practice. Next one, it's on the A 5-finger scale position again, but once again, look, we have those flats. So we're going to flat to the A's. So pinky and thumb moves to the A flat. So it's left, right, cross. You might want to try that a few times. Okay, now here's our next one. This one's a little different. It's not going to look like a perfect skips, perfect triad. Instead, we have a 4th interval and then a 3rd interval after it. So this time what you're going to do is I want you to get in the G 5-finger scale, but then shift your hand ever so slightly so we can hit C and E. So the notes we're looking for are G, C, E, G, C, E. Okay? And this one goes left, right, cross. And the same thing we've been doing. You go down with the same notes you come up with. So left, right, cross. Now once again, we're doing that flat. See how we're repeating somewhat here? We have something, a sequence that's repeating itself. So here we are. We're going to take those G's and we're going to flat them. Okay, once again, I took those G's and I flatted them. next one is a little different. Now this is the most different pattern of them all. So I'm going to teach you this one. This one you're in the G5 finger scale position. And instead of going skip, 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 you're going to go 1, 2, 3. And then back to that C5 finger scale. Except this time, left, right, use 1, 2, 3, and then you can use your pinky for that C. Okay? Why don't we go ahead and try running through that whole thing a few times. And maybe what I would recommend is try practicing this your first week of this piece. Do just this introduction. So from measures 1 to measures 8. We're going to end at 8 for that first week. So here it is again from the beginning. Left, right, cross. Left, right, cross. Now the A5 finger scale. Left, right, cross, come down, flat, cross. Now G, C, G flat, G natural, and then back to C. So if you'd like to focus on just that this week, I think that's a great goal. So go ahead and pause the video. If you'd like to continue, please do. So now we're going to move on to measure 8. So nice and simple C5 finger scale. We like that position. So here we are in our C5 finger scale. Now I would take a look at your left hand. You'll see familiar chords here. 1 chord, 4 chord, a broken 1 chord, right? Still 1 chord there. A 4 chord, a 5, 7, and then a broken 1 chord, right? So I would take out my pencil and I would actually go ahead and I would write in those Roman numerals. 1, go ahead and do that with me. 4, 1, 4, 5, 7, 1. Okay? So now I have my chords written in. They're going to make it easier for me to learn. So here we go. 1 chord. So again, C5 finger scale position. Walk, running, walk, walk. Let's try that first bit. So you'll notice I use walk and running to learn that rhythm. I like using that. So anytime I see a chord note, I'm going to say walk. Anytime I see a eighth notes, I'm going to say running. Walk, running, walk, walk. Okay, that's that first bit in the C5 finger scale. I would practice that a few times. So pause the video if you'd like to practice that. After our C5 finger scale, we're going to go ahead and shift our right hand thumb. We're shifting the thumb to a G. Okay, so once again, C, we're going to a G now. Right, that's the next line. And he has sent me here. And look at, we have a 4 chord and a 5/7 chord here. Back to the broken chord. Okay, you might want to practice that a few times. So remember, shifting the hand. All right, pause the video if you'd like to practice that. The next part, I am going to keep my right hand where it's at, but I'm going to move my left hand down. Move your left hand down to the A5 finger scale. Look at that. I'm just breaking that chord, aren't I? 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1. That takes a little getting used to, that little pattern there. Let's try it a few times together. 5, 3, 1, 5, 3, 1. Now it's really important important to keep very relaxed when you play this, okay? You're gonna have a tendency to really tighten up here, but make sure to stay relaxed. I can tell that I'm relaxed by moving my wrist up and down, just like this. You might wanna try that. And I have that curved hand position that I want. So I'm going, see how relaxed my hand is right there. Left hand's going to move up to a D 5-finger scale. Do you see how that moves up there? From measures 12 to 13, you're moving that hand up. Okay, let's try that again. So I'm going to start right at measure 12. Have a finger number. I think it's in your score, but just in case, in measure 14, we're gonna put our first finger thumb on that D. That's right in that second note in measure 14. That's gonna let us be able to play that B right there. So once again, right here, it's 1, 1, 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2. Oh, sorry. Let me do that again. Sorry, I started that wrong. So measure 12, it's actually, you're starting on your 5th finger right there. Okay, so starting from measure 12, we have our 5th finger. 5, 3, 3, 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3. And then I want you to use your thumb for measure 14, that D there. 1, 5, 4, 3. You also might want to practice just the left hand here this week. Measures 12 through 16. If you're taking it chunk by chunk, just try practicing just that left hand there and staying really relaxed. D. And the notes, the D changes just ever so slightly there. And then you change the chord here again. Now instead of going up, you're going to go down. 1, 2, 5. And then you're just moving that down an octave. Okay, so it goes A, then D 5-finger scale, just change the thumb, and then we change positions here. B, F, G, then we move, go down with that motive, and then down again. Okay, now this is a fun part coming up. You can pause the video and work on that last chunk if you'd like to, but the next part is really fun. You're gonna love it. So in this part, I'm gonna have you on your C 5-finger scale position, not right here in the middle, but down an octave, okay? And we're going to move that idea up. Left, right, crossover, left, right. Okay, let's do it again. Left, right, left, right. I'm gonna go back down, and just like the beginning, remember how we did that B flat? We added the B flat to that C 5-finger scale in measure 2. We're gonna do that again. B flat, and C, C, C. So this is just the same as this, the first one. The only thing we're changing is adding a B flat just at the beginning, just at the beginning. Okay, measure 18 now. A 5-finger scale. Remember, so it's left, right, crossover. Notice that I'm crossing over too while this hand is playing. While my right hand plays, my left hand crosses over. So try your best to mimic that. I want you to be crossing over while this hand is playing so we can save time. Get there faster. Okay, the next one, A flat. Okay, Okay, so let's try just that. I'm gonna play it one more time, and then please pause it so you can practice this section.